Well, first of all, it is fantastic news for Matthew Hedges and his family, and I want to pay tribute to him, his wife Daniela, who really has been incredibly brave, and I was lucky enough to meet her last week, and it's fantastic news for the whole family. I also want to thank the staff working for the British Embassy in the UAE, the Ambassador Patrick Moody. They've been working incredibly hard around the clock to try and bring about today's good news. But the truth is that we should never have got to here, and we are deeply perplexed as to how it happened. But we also want to recognise that the Crown Prince of the United Arab Emirates, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed, and the Foreign Minister Abdullah bin Zayed have been working very, very hard to try and resolve this situation. They do recognise the importance of the strategic relationship between the UK and the UAE. They have reflected on that importance in the decision that they've made today, and it's a very important relationship for the UK as well. So we're grateful to them for the effort that they have put into this. As I say, we'll think at another stage as to how we got into the situation we did, but the most important thing is that Matthew Hedges is coming home.
The UAE have also played a confession this morning from Mr Hedges, what they say is a confession. Do you now accept that, or do you still have issues with the way the country's dealing with this?
Well, we've seen no evidence to support these accusations against Matthew Hedges, but today what we want to do is to thank them for the fact that they have reflected on the strong representations that we've made. We've made it very clear for a number of months now that we see no basis in these allegations. They've reflected on that. They've taken the action that they can, which means that Matthew Hedges is going to be reunited with his family. But I think it's also a day that we should think about other people in similar situations but in different countries who are innocent, are being held in prison, and in particular we're thinking of Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe, who's coming up for 3 years in jail. She's got a 4-year-old daughter. She's been in prison for more than half of her daughter's life. And it's not just her, there are other people in prison in Iran as well. And my message to the Iranian authorities is very simple. Get Nazanin the medical treatment that she urgently needs. And if we have another British citizen who also needs medical treatment, get him his medical care. But also, whatever the differences between Iran and the United Kingdom, the way to resolve those is not to lock up innocent people as a tool of diplomatic leverage. Nazanin and the others, they also need to come home. They also need to be reunited with their families.